Morning students, how you are? Yes, I hope all are fine. Yes, in this class I am going to start your second lesson, the sound of music. Which is your second lesson? The sound of music. Yes, sound of music. It is your second lesson. Okay, let's see what is in this lesson. What are the information you have collected in this lesson you have to learn. Okay, the sound of music. What is the name of the lesson? The sound of music. Okay, see here, Evelyn. Actually it is a story about Evelyn, the name of the girl. Evelyn. Evelyn, name of the girl Evelyn Glenis. It is purely our story. Okay, Evelyn Glenis, our story given. So what type of handicapped person made achievement in her life? In a life, let's see what's happened in her life. What type of she achieved? What she achieved in her life? Everything you are going to learn in this class through the textbook. See here, first, God may have taken her earrings, but Evelyn Glennie listen to sound. Yes, which part we have to use to listen? Here, here it should be listening. Okay, how we hear the things are how you are? Yes, through the ears. Through the ears. Here what's happened? Part 1, Evelyn Glenis listen to sound. She listened to sound without hearing it. She listened without hearing. How it's possible? Think that. Without hearing, she listened the music. Is it possible? Yes, she told it's possible. Actually, naturally it is not possible, but she told how she listened the music without hearing. Without hearing. Let's see here. Before you read, God may have taken her earrings, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Here, what's happened? God may have taken her hearing capacity. God taken her hearing capacity. Hearing means listening. See here, God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. But He has taken, God has taken here her hearings, her listening, but the God given back extraordinary quality to her. The God give back to her extra quality. Okay, instead of what? Hearing. Instead of what? Hearing. He gave some extra quality the God given to her instead of hearing. Instead of hearing. Let's see here. He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear. Yes, what we hear, she feels. What she see here, what we hear, ನಾವೇನು ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, she feels. She feels ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸೋದು. She feels. See here, what we hear, she feels far more deeply than of us. Yes, she felt what? Deeply than any of us. She feels what we listen, what we hear, she feels more than of us. Then that is why she expresses music so beautifully. Why she expresses music so beautifully without listening. Without listening. See here. Read the following account of a person who fought against physical disability and made her life a success story. Read the following account of a person who fought. It means the lady fought against the physical disability. Physical disability. Physical disability. ದೈಹಿಕ ನ್ಯೂನತೆಯಿಂದ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ how she achieved, what she achieved against the physical disability. Maybe lost hearings, lost the hear capacity, or blind, or handicap. Yeah, everything we are calling physical disability. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ದೇಹದ ಅಥವಾ ಅಂಗಾಂಗದ ನ್ಯೂನ್ಯತೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಒಂದು ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಶಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್. ಹೌ ಶಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್? Fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. Made her life success story. What type of she got the success? Without hearing. Without hearing, how she got success? Actually, she is a deaf. She is what? Deaf. Deaf means not listening. Although how she did achieved. Okay, what type of she achieved? So many things. Let's see here. Rush hours, crowd jostled for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years was nervous and excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from Scottish form. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Profoundly deaf. See here, for example, in the railway station, what's happened? When the train comes to the station, how it is the atmosphere? Too much noisy, too much sound, because so many passengers get in and get down. Is it right? When the train comes to the station, what's happened? Too much sound. Even we can't listen anyone words. That much sound created when the train comes to the station. Is it right? Because somebody passengers get in, somebody passengers get down. It's happened there. Automatically rush hours. Totally the timing was rush hours. Rush timing. See here. Rush hours crowds jostled for position on the underground train platform. It means she was on platform. It means she was in railway station. That lady, that girl, she was in railway station. See here. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years. Slight means small. Slight means what? Small and thin. Look that. Already the word meaning given one side, just you have to check that. Slight means what? Small or thin. Yes, how she was, how she looked physically. Physically she was a small and thin girl. So appropriately her age was 17 years. What was her age? 17 years. See here, a slight girl, a small or thin girl, looking younger. Yes, she was younger. She looks like a younger. Then her age was 17 years. What was her age? 17 years old she was. So she was nervous. When the train comes to the station, she felt nervous. She felt excitement because no one with her. Physically, especially what's happened to her, she not listen. She did not listen anything because she was a deaf. Because what? She was a deaf. Deaf ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಿವುಡಾಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ? ಕಿವುಡಾಗಿದ್ದು. So let's see here. Was nervous. She was nervous and excited as she felt the vibration of approaching train. Yes, when the train approaching the platform, automatically she felt vibration. She felt what? Vibrate. Vibrate ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವೈಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಆದಂಗೆ. ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಟೆಡ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ರೈಟ್? ದಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ she felt vibration of approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. Yes, that was her first day. That was her first day. She attended what? Prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. Yes, she was in London. Where she was? She was in London. She want to join. She want to join which academy here? Prestigious Royal Academy of Music. Name of the academy here. Just note that. Prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. Where was that academy? That was in London. That was in London. See here. Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from Scottish. It means she belongs to Scotland. It means what? She belongs to which country? Scotland. So how Indians that like she belongs to Scotland. So that's reason Scottish. She belongs to which country? Scotland. She was Scottish, but now she presented in where? She presented in London. Why? Because she would like to attend our prestigious Royal Academy, Music Academy. It is what? Music Academy name. It was in London. That was in London. Let's see here. Academy of Music in London, and daunting. Daunting means frightening. It means shaking, afraiding. Okay. Daunting enough for any teenager fresh from Scottish, but this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge. Aspiring musician means she wants to be musician. Yes. However, whatever it may be, I want to be musician. That type of girl she was. She was interested in music. She was interested in what? Music. Is it? Look that. For any, but this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge. Yes, she faced a bigger challenge because of what happened? Because here, let's look at first. Bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly. Profound means totally, completely. Look that. Profoundly means what? Completely. What she was completely? She was a deaf. What she was a? She was a deaf. ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಿವಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ? ಕಿವಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಕಿವಿಗೆ. Okay, let's see, continue. So that is a bigger challenge to her. Bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Who was deaf here? The lady here, Evelyn Glennies. What was the name of the girl? Evelyn Glennies. Let's see second paragraph. Evelyn Glennies' loss of hearing had been gradually. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8 years old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her mother and she did not move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, said Isabella Glennies. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated, and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to the school for the deaf. Let's see second paragraph. Evelyn Glennies' loss of hearing had been gradually. Yes, day by day, slowly, she lost her hearing capacity. Evelyn, what's happened to her? day by day, slowly, she lost her hearing capacity. See here, what's up next? Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual means slowly. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8 years old. Yes, this problem start from when she was 8 years old. When this problem was started in her life, 8 years old. When she was 8 years old, from 8 years old, she was lost the hearing capacity day by day or slowly. Okay, let's see, continue. Her mother remembers, yes, she remembers noticing something wrong when 8 years old. Yeah, when Evelyn 8 years old, she was lost her hearing capacity. 8 years old, Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. Yes, she waiting for what? Playing the piano. She was waiting for what? Piano. Piano is a musical instrument. How tabla, harmonium, guitar, that like a piano, it is also musical instrument. Now, Evelyn, she was waiting for what? Playing the piano. Waiting for playing the piano. Let's see here. They called her name and she didn't move. Yes, when called her name, she did not listen them. She did not respond. Okay. Then she would like to join the piano classes. There, the class teacher or either whatever, whoever called her name. Yes, called her name. How we call you by your name. That like in that class, the teacher called her name, but she did not respond. She did not listen. She did not say anything. Okay, because she did not listen. She lost her hearing capacity. ಓಕೆ ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಕಿವಿನೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಅವಾಗಲಿಂದನೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಕಿವಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವರ ಮದರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್. They called her name and she did not move. She did not move means she did not respond when someone called her name. Okay, see here. To play a piano, they called her name. She didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard. Yes, the mother suddenly realized. What she has realized here? She hadn't heard. She hadn't heard. It means she lost her hearing capacity. The mother realized that. See here. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabella. Her mother name was what? Isabella. Her mother name was Isabella. Isabella Glennie told to her. Isabella Glennie said these words. For quite a while, Elvin managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. Yes, she tried to cover. She tried to cover up. She tried to cover her weakness from the friends and teachers. She tried to cover. Yes, normal. How she acted? She acted like a normal girl. She acted like a normal girl. That like she did. But what's happened to her? She lost her hearing capacity. Okay. Let's see what's happened. Conceal. Conceal means what? Muchodu. Hiding. Conceal means what? Hiding. Conceal. She tried to hide her weakness. She tried to hide her weakness from the teachers and friends. Okay, let's see here. What's happened next? For quite while Evelyn managed to conceal, it means hide her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. But Yes, weakness. Everyone afterwards, what's happened? The school administrators told to her mother, take her to the specialist. You take to her to the specialist because her hearing capacity was lost. It means she was deaf. So better to consult the specialist. This like who told to her mother, here. But by the time she was 11, her marks means sign. It means ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು had deteriorated means worsened or reduced. It means reduced or worsened. It means day by day what's happened? Lost her capacity to listen. Lost her capacity. Okay, listening capacity she lost her day by day. At the moment, headmistress urged. Urge means request. Urge means what? Requested her parents to take care to the specialist. When you suffering from anything, what type of specialists are there? So that like the headmistress requested to her parents take her to the specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. Yes, what's happened here? Her nerve. It means nerve. What's happened to the nerve? Nerve damaged. Nerve damaged. When the specialist examined her, the examiner told to her, she nerve. It means one nerve is there that was damaged. That was damaged. Impaired. Impaired means weakness. Impaired means what? Weakened ಅಂದರೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಶಕ್ತ ಆಗಿದೆ, ದುರ್ಬಲವಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ನರ್ವ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. So was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids. Right? When you become old, when you can't listen, you should put one instrument to the ear to listen. What is that? That is hearing aid. ನಾವು ವಯಸ್ಸಾದಾಗ ಕಿವಿ ಕೇಳಿಕ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ತೊಗೋತೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ತೊಗೋತೀವಿ. ಅದರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ help to the listen. It is help to the listen. Okay, let's see here what's happened. They were advised. It means they were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aid. Hearing aid means hearing instrument. Hearing instrument. Hearing aid means instrument. ನಾವು ವಯಸ್ಸಾದಾಗ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರನಾಗಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಇಡ್ತಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಧರಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು, ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಹರ್ ಶಿ ವುಡ್ ಟು ಫಿಟೆಡ್ ದಿ hearing aids. With hearing aids and sent to the school for deaf. Yes, even she fitted hearing aids, then she shifted to a special school is there. Deaf school, deaf and dumb ಅಂತ ನಾವು deaf and dumb ಅಂತ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅದಾವೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಿವುಡ್ರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನಿದೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಥ್ರೂಔಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನು ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಏಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಅ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೆಫ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಕಿವುಡ್ರ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ. ಯಾರ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಿನ? ಕಿವುಡ್ರ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. Yes, Evelyn don't know anything what's happened. Totally her mind blocked. Totally her mind was blocked by hearing this one. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. Says Evelyn. So totally two paragraphs are completed. Sorry, two paragraphs are completed. You do one thing at home. You have to read two paragraphs. What anything is there or any difficult is there when you come to the school, just discuss with me. So what is your homework? Read the lesson and collect the hard words. What is your homework? Read the lesson with understanding. Yes, it is very easy. Try to understand. Don't read blankly. Okay, don't read the lesson blankly. Try to understand. Only half of you can understand. Okay. So read the lesson with understanding. Then collect the hard words and write their meaning. Either Kannada or English. Either Kannada or English. What you get? Write their meaning. Okay, it is your homework. Is it understand? Okay, I will continue in the next period. Until, take care of yourself. Be safe.